Hello everyone, this is the Great Pumpkin speaking and welcome to this new episode of Let's Play Yggdra Union. So, last time we've done the tutorial map of the game and now we'll head to the second one right about now. Let's do this. I do like this little bit where they actually point you up on the map. That's kinda sweet. Milanor and his men were able to drive off the invaders who attacked their fort. In the process, they saved the ousted Princess Yggdra from the imperial army, ensuring that from then on, their steps will be constantly hounded by the imperial forces. Milanor left the burnt husk of her fort and headed with Yggdra to the Orlando Plains, where the royal cavalry supposedly waited. At the jaws of the wolf connecting Norn Valley and the Orlando Plains, mercenaries working for the Empire lay in wait for Milanor's gang of thieves. So yeah, basically the thieves are heading there and the Empire is waiting there. Kinda well done, that part. Jaws of the Wolves, Battlefield 2. Behind a big rock. So, your main force is at the Orlando Plains. Yes, we've tried using them as decoys to cover my escape. But it seems that the Imperial Army saw through our ruse. So, they took out your guards and left you defenseless. You do stand out. I doubt they were fooled for a minute. I see. Well, meeting up with the main army will help. It'll be faster if we take the Jaws of the Wolf. Jaws of the Wolf? It's a tough route. Not many people go through there. That's why they won't be expecting us to do it. Or so you thought. Path to the Jaws. Mercenary. Commander, there's a force coming our way. Izagi. What? Oh, it's just thieves we ran into yesterday. We're after a noblewoman and her troops. Not those dirty vagabonds. Forget them. You want another ass-whooping like yesterday. But the ones following our girl were beaten by thieves. Maybe they kidnapped the princess for the reward. Mercenary. Fine then. I'm still sore from last time, but I guess we gotta do it. Alright, let's introduce ourselves. Don't let them get away. So, victory condition, defeat Izagi. If Yggdra or Milanor dies, we're finished, and if we use up all our cards. So we've got two choices here, Yggdra and Milanor. We can't actually take them out, so there's not much we can do about that. So we get to select our cards, and the way things are, we can actually take everything, so let's do that. That's the other card that we got, Banish. We've also got Revolution, as I mentioned earlier. And Sanctuary. We got Mirage and Rockfall. I kinda like the theme on those cards, those are pretty neat. So Team Milanor ready for the win. Behind a big rock. Boss, it's the enemy. The Imperial flag? How did they get to here first? Those men, they're not with the regular army. They must be mercenaries working for Bronchia. Mercenaries? Think it's the same ones we met yesterday. You'd think they'd have learned by now. Alright, let's trash these guys and go on through. Huh? They're not paid enough to die for Bronchia. You'll see. Is that the way of things? Yggdra does sound like a bit of a country bumpkin. Despite being royalty. Either way, we have to get through here. Which means a fight whether they like it or not. Let's go! Milanor's a real go-getter. So let's see, what are our choices there? Sanctuary really seems like a half-decent card to get started, so let's do that. Start off with this. So here we actually have a swordsman as well as an axeman. The way things are arranged, I'm actually thinking that will be more beneficial to send Yggdra over here and have her attack. Tutorial corner. Are you sure you can fight? I have only held this sword for a few days, it's true. But my will is stronger than anyone else's. That's not as reassuring as you probably think. Alright, I'll teach you a little trick. A little trick? Yeah, it's easy, so you'll have no problem using it. Try holding left or right while in clash. It'll all change your troops' tactics a bit. Hold right for aggressive and left for passive moves. Aggressive is just like it says. Your power will increase, so battles will be easier. I see how that will prove useful. But the gauge at the top will drain, so be careful. I understand. Now passive, on the other hand, is a slower style. Your power will go down, but the gauge will increase. It's the best to use it against real cream puffs. I understand now, thank you. Is she just saying that? Alright, let's both give it everything we've got. So despite Milanor's protestation, we're gonna move around here, and let's do that. So Yggdra is gonna attack that mercenary over here. Despite what she said, Yggdra is actually kind of a little badass. She uses Valkyrie as well. So we can use our gauge to actually start attacking. Unfortunately, given that our gauge is rather low, we'll actually have to go in the defensive for a while. Now we can go back on the offensive. You can actually see it by the little aura around Yggdra. Taste my blade. She made short work of it. Ooh, we overcame them. And we didn't do too badly. Of course, their card is pretty bad. Yeah. Result. Good. I have a question about battle. What's up? Does something special happens when the gauge fills up? Well, not right now. Later you'll be able to use skills when that bar is full. But right now, you just don't have to know the know-how. Oh, I see. Then I shall master those skills to free my kingdom. The girl. I need to... Oh yeah, that's a real world word. I was a little scared for a moment there. Anyhow, Milanor can't do much and actually don't want to put him in the path of those mercenaries, so we're gonna hold back for the time being. Let's end our turn. The Empire is advancing. Tutorial corner. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Yes? Have you noticed the enemy's gauge? The enemy's gauge? I actually didn't. That little gauge under the enemy during clash. Oh, I have, now that you mention it. That's the rage rate. It builds up over time and has 3 states. Normal mode is when the rage rate isn't full. Rage mode starts when the gauge fills all the way. If it fills all the way twice, then start up max mode. So normal, rage, then max. Their power increase in rage and max mode, so be careful. Max is where the enemy is at their limits, right? Then should we be careful against these men? Yeah, judging by these guys, nah, I'd say we've got nothing to worry about for now. So they're attacking Milanor, which is pretty much why I actually had him positioned over there. Yggdra would have made short work of them, but Milanor is powerful enough to actually handle it. I missed some banters over there and I forgot to go into aggressive mode, but let's fix that. Yeah, better luck next time. That's the end of those guys. Probably the reason they have solo morale is, among others, that we've actually just begun the game, but they may be wounded from the scuffle they had with the thieves beforehand. Okay, that is done. We actually get to choose another card. We'll probably go with Revolution this time around. I actually want to move Milanor to that village over here. Jaws of the Wolf. Tease then. Thief, who the hell are you? A thieves then, huh? Milanor the Silver Wolf? I think I'll take this while I'm here. Move it. Pillage. Ah, we got fur. This also means that we can move some stuff while we're here. Can move over here. There might be some stuff hidden, but I have no way to tell. Although this one to the upper right, that's kind of sticking out of the mountain, sounds actually rather suspicious. So let's do that and we'll attack that mercenary over there. Ready for combat? Of course we are. So we're up against fencers, the equivalent of Valkyries, only male, pretty much. So actually we'll go into the defensive for the time being. And right now we can actually switch back to full-on offensive. Yggdra actually seems to have kind of an advantage against these guys, so that's good. Taste my blade. There we go. Woo, we've overcame them. The actual fighting screen actually kind of reminds me of Advance Wars, another game that I had seen on the Game Boy Advance, although never tried outside of it. So that is done. I think that's the end for our turn. Let's do this. Now the big question is Nagi actually powerful enough to give Yggdra trouble? Since I'm not entirely sure, we'll probably try to have a fairly powerful card going in. Yeah, Mind Change sounds like a good idea. We send Milanor there, and nothing really helped. Sorry, princess, but you're coming with me. Touch me, and I shall strike you down. Oh, scary. Sure, your tiny arms can handle that sword. We'll move Milanor over here and attack with Yggdra. Here's hoping I don't actually finish him off just yet, because I actually want to get rid of that axeman to the upper right. Let's go! Ooh, Panic Guard. But we've actually managed to destroy him immediately, so that's pretty awesome. Probably because our card strength was so high. What's being depicted on screen is actually important. The more character you have left at the end of the battle, the better your actual result will be. We did fairly well. That's kind of their way to show off that there is actually a big army behind what's going on right now, compared to what you'd usually see in a Fire Emblem game. Son of a... Well, Yggdra managed to get rid of him, but we didn't finish that X-Men. Fended off the enemy, his naggy mercenaries were annihilated. Damn, you're no ordinary thief. You still want to go at it? I'll remember this, punk. Just you wait. You just wait, same difference. Alright, let's hurry onward. Okay. Oh ho ho! Mountain Pass. Creepy night. Damn, Izagni. Did he abandon his post again? Heavy night. It seems he was defeated by a pack of thieves. Huh, some mercenary? You can't trust outsiders. Well, I guess we know what that means. It's time for Leon the Black Knight to get his hands dirty. So, the condition of victory, get everyone past the Jaws of the Wolf, move everyone to Jaws of the Wolf objective. If Yggdra or Milanor dies, or if we use up all our cards, we're finished. So that's actually not that good. Yggdra is actually in a very bad position. What we just saw about all of those units appearing is actually fairly usual in this game. You'll usually have some map developments all over the place that will actually screw you over. More of them. That's a big group. That General Leon, Milanor, they're Imperial Knights. This is bad. There's way too many of them. Then what shall we do? Everyone, head for the jaws. Move it. So the Empire is advancing with a card with not a lot of movement, so that's actually not nearly as problematic as it looks like. Although the fact that they actually have such a highly powered card on them actually doesn't make me want to deal with them. It's actually 2400, so that's a lot. We're gonna go ahead and move Yggdra because she's the one most in danger of things actually happening. We made it! And we can move Milanor back there to be done with it. Here at last. Escape danger. Escape through the jaws of the wolf. Right about here. Now! Sky above the jaws. Girl. Woo-ha! I've got your back, Milanor. Huh? What? How about that? Collapse. That should do it. Leon, gah, what in the... Sir Leon, the path has been blocked. We can't follow them. Damn it, that rotten thief. Milanor wins, armed with a strong will. Let's have a look at our spoils. No spoils were left behind. That's annoying. And we got a new card. So, I don't know which it is. I summoned the Burier of the Dead. Let thy shriek pierce the enemy's heart. Let wisdom guide us. Let's have a look at what it does. Lowers the enemy attack to 1 while activated. That could be helpful. Banshee's Cry. Here we see another example of that bombastic music I was referencing in the first episode. That was a close one, huh? That woman, the one on the griffin, is she an acquaintance of yours? Yeah, why? Come on, let's hurry and find your army. Yes, let us go. Yggdra thinks he's weird, or dreamy. It's a little difficult to tell. Let's save on the second one. Do we have time for a second one? That's what I'm wondering. Might as well. First one was a little short anyway. Milanor's old friend Kylier destroyed the key structure at the Jaws of the Wolf, which blocked the Imperial army's pursuit. Thanks to her, Yggdra and the others were able to escape the Black Knight Leon and safely reach Orlando Plains. Once there, they found the Royal Cavalry under attack by the Imperial Court magician Yudi, with only Durant's unit remaining. So yeah, basically the Empire is advancing on the remnants of the Royal Army and we're going off to rescue them. West Orlando, Battlefield 3. Things aren't looking too good. West Orlando, Northern Borderlands. Uh-oh. That's why your main force, they're not looking so good. I don't believe it. It was quite sizable before. Well, they won't hold out much longer. What's the plan? Boss, we're back! So, how's it look out there? The Royal Army is nearly sunk. But the 3rd Cavalry is still putting up a good fight. Hendu River. The 3rd Cavalry, that's Durant's unit. They are doing their best, but they're short on manpower. We might be able to help if we hustle. Alright, all men, to battle! We've got to get there while there's still an army to meet. Young Knight, we're surrounded. West Orlando Plains, Magician, we've got you now. You won't last forever, so you might as well give up now. If you surrender, I'll spare your lives. Surely you jest. Royal Knight never surrenders. We will give you one last chance to withdraw. Well, aren't we brave? Good luck, tough guy. You'll need it. Get him! Finish off what's left of the royal army. So yeah, that magician is actually gonna be a thorn in our side much further down the road, and we're gonna hate her. Anyhow, so we got a rendezvous with Durant, and we fail the mission if Yggdra, Milanor, or Durant dies. Or if we use up all our cards, as usual. Same people as usual. So we've got choices of cards now, although I think we can actually take all of them this time around too. So Banish, Revolution, Refreshment, Mirage, Rockfall, as well as Banshee's Cry. That's a lot of movement, actually. Boss, the enemy can use magic! Keep your guards up, guys. If we don't join up with the royal army, we're in trouble. The Empire is advancing. Three knights versus 3 knights. Knights are actually pretty darn powerful, hence why they don't have a full complement. I can't give orders to units that aren't of the royal army, obviously. Well, not that obvious, given that I did it. Don't underestimate me. That's actually fairly usual. There are a lot of neutral force that will show up in maps. Managed to do it. I must train harder. Durant is kind of a badass. There's not a whole lot that can hold him back. He doesn't gain XP though. So that's pretty much it. They did what they could, but for the time being, that's gonna be it. So what are our choices? Banshee Cry and Sanctuary would actually be a good choice right about now. We got Imperial Soldiers here, which would actually be quite helped by having Milanor move over here. The fact that they've got a swordsman there worries me, but this seems like the best choice right about now. We'll have Yggdra move over here, try to get to that town over there. There might be an item to the right, but I don't think we'll get the chance to get it. So let's go. Milanor should make short work of them. Bam! Time to go on the offensive. Ha! That's the end of you. That was nothing. They've got a lot of morale compared to units we've encountered before. He's nearly finished. So that is done, which means our turn is over. The Empire is advancing. They don't have a lot of movement, so that should play well with our strategy. That scares me a little, but then again Milanor should hold off pretty handily. You won't bring me down. Well, I don't know about that, but it's gonna be a close win. He's in rage mode, which isn't too good for us. If he does win, he's not gonna win by a really big margin. Do not resist us. Thankfully my morale is fairly high. Still, that was kind of a big hit. Now it's the turn for the Royal Army. Now let's see here. As far as movement goes, I'm thinking Sanctuary. We'll move Yggdra over here, try to get that thing. Frontier Village. It seems everyone is asleep. Well, probably because it's the night, I'll have to return the next turn. Probably. Don't know if it's a good idea. Probably won't be. So if we can actually destroy this guy, that would actually give us a bit of a breather. Let's go! Here we come! Huh. Nope. Didn't make it. That was a bad idea. Oh well. They'll teach me. Well, end of turn. Oh, they're attacking Yggdra, are they? Good for me, I suppose. Are you ready for this? It's about even. Here we go! Awesome! Ooh, that was dangerous. Sure was. Problem here is if we mess around too long, well, we won't actually get to finish this properly. Oh, the two groups got different cards. Huh. Come on. Come on, Milanor, I know you can do it. Huh. Take this. Eh. Do not resist us. Okay, we are back at noon, which means that we could actually do something. We're gonna use Mind Change. Send Yggdra back here. Oh, a visitor! I don't get too many of those. Listen carefully. Be aware of your remaining cards. They can be the key to victory, you know. Okay, so that was just some sort of advice. We'll go to a camp, which should potentially help us. And we'll go ahead and attack these guys over here. Actually, it might be better to actually go after this guy here. Let's go! Here we come! Take this! Huh. That was nothing! Was useless. Awesome. Not that great for Yggdra, but we'll have to do. Being in the fort should give us a bit of an advantage. Are you ready for this? Not that much of an advantage, it seems. Here we go! Come on, Yggdra, you can do it! Proceed with caution. You're in bad shape, princess. That I am. So being in fort actually improved my condition, so it's not that bad. This guy is really starting to bother me. Come on! You won't bring me down. Milanor actually seems to be doing better. Maybe because it's noon. Huh. Alright. Take this. Huh. Alright. Man, I was worried for a sec. I think that's the end of him. Great. Now that he's out of our way, we'll actually get to do something. He's guard. Okay, let's see. Actually thinking about going with revolution here. It's kind of a waste for Yggdra, but that's actually a good idea. So, let's have Milanor get rid of this guy. Here we come. Take this. Huh. That was nothing. Oh. Managed to survive that last one. That's annoying. Welp. Try to move Yggdra over here at least. She can move around and help us with other things if needs be. And we'll end our turn. The enemy is advancing. The Empire is advancing. Heh. Truth is, Durant is probably gonna finish him on his own. Face the Imperial Cavalry. Poor show indeed. Alright. Don't underestimate me. We'll never surrender. That's the end of that. Ah, we survived an attack. It's a lot of morale on this guy. Ooh. Welp. We're gonna try again. Do I attack here with Milanor, or do I actually attack that Imperial soldier over here so I can position Yggdra for Seems kind of a waste, really. Can get rid of this guy and send Yggdra to that village up there. Although it's at night, probably won't do much. Let's try it. Got nothing to lose. Here we come! Take this! Huh. That was nothing! Yep, he's protected. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do then. Well, let's end the turn, I suppose. As I said, it's been quite a while I've played this, so some of the things that happens actually have me surprised. They're falling behind. Those are actually some pretty enormous spears. Look more like drills, really. Don't underestimate me. We'll never surrender. I must train harder. And that should be the end of this guy. It was useless. I thought that might happen. That's a little annoying. Oh well. Choose Mirage to move Milanor over here and have Yggdra face this guy. It's dangerous with the knight next to her, but we'll have to do. We'll take the offensive. Now you've done it. Justice lies with the holy sword. That's something of a tagline with this game, along with "We'll never fight alone." It says something about a bit of the morality of the royal army at times. It was useless. Yggdra will get up in level eventually. So we've got 2 movements, which means we can actually move Milanor over here and prepare to take that village. Let's end the turn. Starting to wonder whether the idea wasn't actually to rescue him, but rather to get rid of Yudi. Face me, princess. We will not lose. Oh, but you will, dearie. That's one of the things that actually makes knights strong. They've got units that will stay up quite a while compared to your usual units, which makes it easier for them to actually deal damage. You are still inexperienced. You just have a weapon advantage, dude. -10 because of the ability difference. That helped me out a bit. Well, now I am at a loss. Merrill Village. Royal Soldier. Be careful, those Imperial Army men are elite soldiers. Fighting them head on will only get you killed. You've got to outwit them, understand? So at this point, I don't have enough cards to actually do anything about these, so I suppose the best I can do is actually try to finish up this guy and hope something happens. Critical hit. No! Now that's how it's done. You little... You won't bring me down. That's one of the annoying thing about this. You're never really sure how much you need, so you need to go back and forth through the gauge. Nah. So let's have a look at that objective. Condition, rendezvous with Durant. Move everyone next to Durant. Oh, that's the problem. We did it! The 3rd Cavalry, your reinforcements are here. Strategy succeeded. Successfully rendezvoused with Durant. Royal Soldier, who are you? What do you mean? Who are we? We're here to save your bacon. Help? Your allies? I'm Milanor, the leader of these lovable scamps. Who's Durant? Young knight, I am he, brave thief. What is it you ask of me? I'm here to return something you lost. Durant! Princess, you're safe. These men saved me. It is good to see you unharmed as well. That I am. However, my ranks have been somewhat thinned. Fortunately, my pride as a royal knight has suffered no damage. Princess, this is for you. This is the White Phoenix, the Fantasian flag. The White Phoenix stands for justice. You are the throne's sole heir, the kingdom's last hope. The royal cavalry shall fight alongside you to the end. We are at your command. But what should I... You want what's yours? Then there's only one thing to do. I understand. To defeat the empire that took our home and families. To bring peace back to our kingdom of Fantasia. I hereby form the Royal Liberation Army. Long live the princess. I will fight for Paltina until I breathe my last. Isgard. Acquisition. So, given that the map continues on, I'm afraid that's gonna be it for the time being. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, please leave a comment below. And that was the Great Pumpkin. You all have a pleasant time now. Bye bye!